everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to a brand new video. As you will have seen from the title of this video, I am going to be trialling a whole week of intermittent fasting. It'll be the first time that I've ever stuck to doing anything like this for a week. That's if I can stick to it. And yeah, I thought I would just vlog it, take a few snippets of how it's going throughout the week, and then at the end of the week I'll be weighing in. I'll let you know what I've lost on my first week of doing it. So I'm currently fasting right now, and I won't be breaking my fast till lunchtime around 12:30. So I've got myself a black coffee in my mug that Tom got me actually a few years ago. It's got baby Connie on there with a Build-A-Bear that we gave to her when we first brought her home as a tiny puppy. That is well and truly destroyed now. That's Tom on his 30th when we went to Mallorca. And then there's baby Eric on there too, which was almost 10 years ago now. It's the only mug that I've got like that, you know, where there's pictures on it. Anyway, it's Sunday morning and I started intermittent fasting yesterday. This is a very spontaneous decision for me to do this. It was actually my mum's idea, so she's been doing it for about 5 days leading up to us getting weighed yesterday morning. And when she'd had a good weight loss, she'd lost 5 pounds, I was like, wow, maybe I should do it too. Just give it a whirl. I definitely need to switch something up. If you're new to my channel, then you won't know that I weigh in at Slimming World every single week on a Saturday without fail with my mum. So last year I lost a bit of weight and then I put it back on around Christmas time, and I've kind of been chipping away, putting it back on, but not really getting anywhere so far into 2024. So I am feeling like I want a bit of a change anyway, so this has come at the perfect time. I just thought, let's see what it's all about, and I'll vlog it as well at the same time. So yesterday was my first day of fasting and it went really well. So I started eating at 12:30 in the afternoon and I finished my meals at 6:30. Now for this week I'm not going to be calorie counting as such, but I assume that automatically my calories will reduce, just because even though I'm not skipping breakfast, I'm just breaking my fast later. I've got a smaller window of time to get my meals in, so I'm naturally probably gonna cut down on my calories. Whilst I'm restricting times, I'm not cutting anything out, so I really want this to be a true reflection of what a typical week in my life will look like if I start eating this way. I don't want to do anything drastic just because it's my first week, if you get me. I want this to be an experiment of something that I hopefully will be able to stick to, but obviously we'll see how it goes throughout the week. Now I'm starting this on a week where I have plans, so I am out for a meal with my friend that I've had this plan for ages because she's due to have a baby soon. So I'm eating out then. I'm also going out on Thursday this week, so in 4 days time. And we'll be trickling into the bank holiday weekend as well, so I've picked to do it on a bit of a hard week really. So I'm going to be doing the 18-6 method. I'm just basically copying what my mum's doing. Most people do the 16-8 method. So in the 18-6 method I'll be fasting for 18 hours, eating for 6. I assume that fasting for 16 hours and eating for 8 is just a little bit easier to do. But yesterday I found just doing it in the 6 hours quite easy, so until I find it hard I won't change it. Some of the benefits of intermittent fasting according to the internet, now I've done a little bit of research but I'm going to use this week to do a little bit more. But the main one is weight loss. It's apparently good for your heart health, it's apparently good for brain health, it stops inflammation, it can reduce the risk of diabetes. Insulin is a big factor, but I definitely need to do a bit more reading on that sort of stuff. It's also supposed to really help with your sleep and your energy levels and things. So I'm doing this without counting sins as such and without really calorie counting. I'm just going to eat within the window of time that I am giving myself, and I'm also going to just listen to my body, listen to my hunger cues, and just see what happens this week. So yeah, the general rule that I'm following is eating within my designated time window. And outside of that I'm allowed black coffee, I'm allowed water, herbal teas like peppermint tea, fruit teas, things like that, or black tea. I'm not sure what the rules are around no sugar carbonated drinks and no sugar squash and things like that. I'm personally not going to drink those things in my fasting time, but my mum is doing. So I'll be back when I've done my food shop. Wish me luck for this week and I'll let you know how I'm getting on soon. So I'm back from food shopping. This is everything I got from Aldi. I did quickly pop into Sainsbury's, so there's a couple more bits there, but I'll just run you through now what I've got and like my ideas for the week and stuff like that. So starting off with meat, there is also a kilo of chicken breast as well that I've already started portioning up and putting in the freezer. Hence why it's not here. I completely forgot that I was going to do this haul and started hacking away at the pack of chicken breast. But yeah, I got a kilo pack of chicken breast because a lot of the meals that I've got this week include chicken. Chicken is just something that I always go to when I'm trying to eat clean anyway. But I got 2 of these Scottish salmon fillets. I also picked up a lean pack of beef steak mince. This is the 5% one, so nice and lean. I'll either do a chili with this or I will do a spag bowl with this. I picked up some of the spicy chorizo. Don't get the mild one from Aldi. It's really not very nice at all. But this goes into that chorizo pasta that I was mentioning a few vlogs ago, and quite a few of you commented actually asking me to make that recipe. I will make sure that the next time I do a what I eat in a day, I do it on a day when I'm making that recipe because it is actually very, very nice. I then picked up some of these microwavable rices. Again, that's for the chili, but this is for me to have like just with chicken. Not very imaginative, but does the job. Then I picked up this seasoning. This is a chili and garlic seasoning. I've had this before and it's really, really nice on chicken. Pan fry your chicken for like 3 minutes either side and then pop it in the oven on some parchment paper with this sprinkled over the top, and it turns out so good. I also picked up some of this Skeeter's smoky chipotle barbecue sauce. I thought I would do Hunter's chicken one night. I thought that could be quite nice, and I just spotted this in Aldi and thought I'd try it out. They had a couple of different versions of this. They've got loads of really nice pastas in Aldi at the minute, the specially selected one. I've tried a few of these. The rigatoni is really nice and I thought I would pick up this one and try it. I picked up a butternut squash. This is for my bulgur wheat harissa recipe that I like making. I'm pretty much making that once a week at the minute. I love it. Picked up a few loose jacket potatoes. Again, just easy. If I can't think of anything else to make, my go-to would be chicken rice veg, chicken sweet potato veg, or a jacket potato. And then I picked up 2 sweet potatoes to make sweet potato mash with. Sometimes I'll boil it, or other times, if I'm being really lazy, I'll just pop it in the microwave and scoop out the flesh, and that makes really nice sweet potato mash. Takes 10 minutes maximum. Then I picked up some of these tomatoes. These are really, really good. These go really nice in that chorizo recipe, but I also just snack on these sometimes, add them into salads, and these also go into that bulgur wheat recipe as well. Got some corn on the cob. I thought I could serve that alongside some chilli. Coriander. I'm going to make a Thai green curry this week, so I picked up some coriander for that. I'm also going to be doing stir fries. I might even make like a chicken curry one night this week, so I needed coriander in. The mint is to go with the bulgur wheat recipe. Bean sprouts, I'm going to make a stir fry like I said, so these just bulk up your meal and make you feel like your portion is a lot bigger, but also the calories are like next to nothing. So basil I got for the chorizo pasta recipe. Pak choy, again to go with the stir fry. And I got some of these baby cucumbers. Connie likes these as a treat, but I also add them into wraps and things if I'm making like a chicken sweet chilli wrap. Onto fruit, I got some bananas, pick these up every single week. Got some cherries and also some of these sable grapes, which I think you know by now I like if you are used to watching my Aldi food shop hauls. A couple of grapefruits as well. I then picked up some bagel thins. I think on my last haul I was saying I can't believe these are 6 sins each. I'm not getting hung up on sins for this week whilst I'm trialling intermittent fasting. So I thought I'm going to get the bagels. If I want a bagel, I'm having a bagel, and I'll just kind of see how I get on. Parmigiano to go on top of pasta dishes and things. And then I got some feta cheese. This will go in the bulgur wheat recipe, like I said. Sour cream to go on top of chilli. I can't have chilli now without sour cream on top. Got some passata. Just needed a couple of like store cupboard bits and bobs like beans. I got 2 tins of those. Coconut milk for the Thai green curry, the reduced fat one, and I also got a teriyaki stir fry sauce to pop into the cupboard. I'm having Alice later this week, so I got some chocolate party rings. I'll also have a bag of these as and when I feel like I want something sweet. 92 calories, so quite good. The tea selection in Aldi is not great, and if I'm only going to be able to have water or black coffee or herbal teas, then I want some good tea in. And why is herbal tea so expensive? Aldi have stopped doing the good peppermint tea, so I got this Tea Pigs one, £4.75, what the hell, for 15 bags of that, but I basically get 3 brews out of one tea bag because I just keep filling it up until it basically tastes of nothing. If I'm paying a £5, I want to get my money's worth. And then I got some of these Twinings Wellbeing Collection teas. You get 4 defence bags, 4 glow ones, 4 digest, 4 detox and 4 sleep. So I thought I'm going to give those a whirl, and then whichever one I like the best I'll buy more of next week. And then because I'm having Alice over Easter weekend, these were on offer in Sainsbury's, and my mum actually bought these for me to do some baking with Alice with. And I just thought these cookie cutters were adorable. You get the little bird, a little bunny and a chicken. And that's everything I got, and it came to 60 something. I'll put exactly what it was on screen when I find the receipt. Hello everyone, it is Tuesday morning. Just got 8 o'clock, so just started work, but I haven't had a chance yet to make a brew and get my drinks ready for the day. So the last clip was on Sunday morning, it's now Tuesday morning. So I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a rundown of what's been going on the last couple of days and how I've been getting on with this new intermittent fasting way of eating that I've been doing. First of all, I want to say I found it really easy, and it's usually the first few days of a diet, or it's the first day of doing something new that I find the hardest to stick to. Considering it was over a weekend as well, I'm shocked because I love my food, but my weekend is usually my time to have everything that I've wanted in the week, which is probably not the best way to do things anyway. So on Sunday I did a fast of 18 hours, so I had my eating window between 12 p.m. lunchtime to 6 p.m. I ended up having 2 sort of big-ish meals, and did I snack at all? I had the tiniest little bit of Easter egg, like I took like 20 grams of chocolate in between. So I had a chicken Caesar salad. Usually I'd be wondering how many sins are in that, or but the calories were on the menu, so it wasn't. So I knew it was kind of like one of the best options. But also I love the chicken Caesar salad from where we were eating, so I really wanted it. So I had that, some sweet potato fries. I felt really satisfied, and then I went to my mum's for a roast, and I ate that about 5:30ish. I could have got something sweet in after my tea, but I didn't want it. I'd had that chocolate earlier on in the day, so that craving had kind of been satisfied. And then all night I just spent my time drinking water. I wasn't with Tom, so he was on a stag do over the weekend, and if he was sat there with a glass of wine, some crisps, and I might have found it a little bit more tempting. So I don't know really what a full weekend looks like yet. I mean, I did stick to it on the Saturday, didn't I? But I didn't officially start till the Sunday, so we are still doing a full week. But yeah, that's just something to bear in mind for me, I think. I wonder if I'll find Easter weekend a little bit harder. I'm not sure. One thing I will say is that I feel like it's massively reducing my calories naturally, because sometimes I eat breakfast just because it's breakfast time, not because I'm actually hungry for it. And also, with me working from home and being at home most of the time, there's the kitchen door, but my office is literally behind the kitchen, the hob there. So it takes me probably 12-15 steps to get to the fridge. Same with the snack drawer, 10 steps to the fruit bowl. And it's just so easy between doing what I'm doing to go and grab a banana and not even think about whether I am actually that hungry or not. I think I've been mistaking thirst for hunger actually. So yeah, over the last couple of days I've definitely upped my water intake just from these teas, and keeping on top of filling up my water bottle. And I'm actually not finding black coffee too hard to stick to either. I love a milky coffee, but I can have that between my eating window, so I just look forward to it, and it almost feels like I'm having the treat. So yeah, that's kind of the way that it's going at the minute. Sunday was a 12 till 6 eating window and an 18-hour fast, and yesterday, which was Monday, was 6-hour eating window again, but I did from 1 till 7, and I just was really busy in the morning, so I didn't even think about food till 1. I had chicken, rice, a little bit of feta and broccoli. I had a handful of grapes because I was quite peckish, about 3ish. Did I have any chocolate or anything? No. And then at tea time I had a stir fry, so I had that at about 5:30ish with a can of Coke Zero. And then I went out for a walk, so by the time I got back it was out of my eating window time anyway, but I still didn't feel like I wanted anything sort of snacky or anything like that. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I have had a little look on the scales and they look like they are moving already slightly. Now I know I'm not losing body fat at this stage, I know I'm probably just losing water, but at least something is happening, if you get what I mean. I've spent so long weighing in every single week and not seeing any progress, and it's just been a bit disheartening. So I feel like even if this is just a little thing that I do and then I end up switching it up again, I just don't know. But all I know so far is I'm really enjoying it. I'm feeling like it's a better way of eating for me actually. I feel like I've been eating way too much and I've had way too much freedom. It's tricky when you talk about food online, because you don't want to come across like, 1, you're offending anybody, 2, you don't want to trigger anyone. But yeah, honestly, I don't think about food as much doing this as I did Slimming World, where I had more freedom and could eat any time of the day. And I'm not bashing Slimming World, because we all know I wasn't doing it properly. And so it's not the plan that's the issue, it's me not being able to stick to the plan that is quite obvious at this stage, the issue. So I'm making my black coffee. Yesterday I had 2 of these, I'll probably just have 1 today. And it's these decaf coffee beans from Sainsbury's. They're actually really nice, you know, and not too bitter as a black coffee actually. Black coffee there. And just filled up my water bottle. I'm just going to put loads of ice in this. I find it easier to drink water when it's ice cold. This is my little silicone ice cube tray that I got from Amazon. Do you remember at Christmas in a vlog where I was just obsessed with buying rubbish? It's actually alright though, come out nice and easy. I would like one of those boxes, you know, where I can tip all my ice cubes in and then just use a scoop, and then it's literally going to take me a few seconds to do this. That's me justifying buying more rubbish. I'm going to put 6 in. So the aim is to get through 1 of these this morning just whilst I'm working. Have my black coffee and then try and get in another one later on today. I think it's just over a litre in this. I'm going to go and get on with some work now, and then I'll be back when I next want to check in. It is the next day, we're now at the halfway mark. It's a work from home day today. I woke up super early actually and washed my hair, but I don't have time to blow dry it before I start work, so it's going to have to stay like that and just dry by itself today. Whilst I was in the shower, we had a guy come round and do a quote for scarifying the lawn and trying to get it nice for summer, because our lawn, especially at the front, is just full of moss, and even though we only had the one in the back layer last year, that needs some attention as well. But not really sure what we've been quoted. Connie has a habit of turning our post into confetti, so what a waste of that guy's time. I'm going to have to ring him and say I'm really sorry, but have you got a copy of what you posted through my letterbox, because the dog has well and truly had it. We've got about 3 or 4 different quotes for different things that we need, but all different weeds. Moss, definitely moss. It's pretty much full moss. If you've seen my last vlog, when you saw the outside of the front of the house, yeah, the grass looks nice and green. It's pretty much a carpet full of moss. Anyway, I mean, that doesn't really bother me, but it bothers Tom. He scarified it himself last year and did quite a good job with it, but he's thinking he might not have time this year to do it because, well, he's away most of this week and then he's in America next week as well, so it might just be easier for us to get somebody to do it, especially if it's not going to cost too much. I wondered how long it would take for me to go off topic with this video. I can never stick to one topic. But yes, intermittent fasting, we are halfway through. I'll just talk you through how yesterday went, because I'm going to do a bit of a what I eat in a day today and actually show you what I'm doing as the day goes along. So yeah, yesterday I broke my fast at 12:30. I made a chicken wrap, so I did like my own peri-nase, just literally mixed peri-peri sauce with a bit of mayo, put that on a wrap. These are the wraps that I'm using. I'm really enjoying these. They're a lot thicker than the Weight Watchers ones, but about 10 calories different. That was really, really nice. I put cucumber in it. I did the chicken in the air fryer for about 17 minutes. And that was really good and filled me up until about 3-ish, when I had some little chocolate party rings, 92 calories in a packet. I had that with a cup of tea with milk in it. That was my first bit of milk for the day. But when I finished work about 4 o'clock, I was quite hungry, and I knew I wasn't having my tea for about another hour and a half because my mum was making it. So I grabbed a banana and some grapes. I had that as a little snack, and then I went to my mum's and she made tea. So I definitely ate a bit more yesterday, but I think it's because I wasn't drinking as much. So prior to that, I've been having at least 2 of these a day. I think I'd only managed 1 that day, and I think that's what made a big difference to my hunger. Today's aim is to get as much of this in me as I can. Lots of herbal tea. I've also got these glow teas as well that I'm really enjoying at the minute. This is definitely my favourite, and I have a couple of cups of this a day, as well as my peppermint tea as well. This next little section of the video will be a what I eat in a day, but with a voiceover to it. Just a little short clip showing you everything that I'm eating today, and then I'll check in soon. So I fasted until 12:30 on this day, and in my fasting time I had 2 black coffees and some water. I didn't manage a full flask. But then I broke my fast at 12:30, had a bagel with some of this seasoning on it from Aldi. I also had half an avocado on there, some feta cheese, plum tomatoes, and it was really, really good, but didn't fill me up that much, which is why I then had a yogurt. So I had this Greek mango yogurt. It's got 12 grams of protein in it, it's fat-free and 110 calories. The bagel had 457 calories in it, by the way. Then I had one of these defence teas. I was feeling a little bit hungry come about 4 o'clock, and I wasn't due to have my tea till 6, so this curbed my hunger for a little bit. I would definitely recommend herbal teas. They definitely do the job. Then I had this bulgur wheat recipe that I keep banging on about on near enough every single vlog. I've made this from scratch in a few vlogs. So it's basically bulgur wheat, garlic, stock, plum tomatoes, lemon juice, mint. You put your butternut squash on top, harissa paste, a bit of feta cheese, 0% Greek yogurt, mint, and then you flake over some walnuts or almonds. Work really well as well, but this recipe is so good, and I'll pop the calories on screen for this as well. So the total amount of calories I had will be on screen now as well, and that's a full day of eating, and I finished eating at about 6:30. So that was my meals complete for the day. I was actually quite full, and then just went back onto water and tea. Good morning. It's now weigh day, so we're on day 7 of me doing intermittent fasting. So I've done it for a full week, stuck to it for a full week. Over this intermittent fasting thing that I've been doing, it's also like eating into Easter weekend as well. So lots of meals out with people and things like that, lots of spontaneous things. Do you want to come to the pub? And normally when I'm just like following Slimming World or whatever, I'll be like, oh, I don't know if we can or whatever. But I've just felt so in control this week. That's one thing I will say. It'll be funny now, won't it, if I've put on weight when I go and get weighed. But yesterday we ended up seeing some friends and just having some food at the pub, and I felt full much quicker. Let me talk you through my day. Woke up about 8 o'clock. It was Good Friday. Had a couple of black coffees, did some cleaning around the house, went and met our friends at 1 o'clock for a long walk. Now I knew it was going to be about 8,000 to 10,000 steps, and I hadn't eaten anything. Because I was in a bit of a rush, I just grabbed a 501 on my way out. So I broke my fast yesterday about 12:30, 1:45. So I knew I had till 6:30, 7:15 to get my last meal in. Went for this long walk, got to about 3 o'clock, we had a drink at the pub. I just had a Diet Coke. Got to about 3:30 and everyone was hungry. And so we all just said, should we just have like an early tea at the pub? So that's what we did. I went for a halloumi wrap. I had sweet potato fries with it. Hardly touched my fries really, but the wrap was so good. And I was thinking, I've hardly had any calories today, like, I'm just going to enjoy this. But I actually felt full much quicker, like I said. So then by the time it was coming to like 5:30, I was thinking, right, I've got about an hour now to get my last meal in, but I'm not that hungry. So before my fast ended, I just had some of these coriander and chili prawns from M&S, which had 123 calories in. They came with like this sweet potato sauce, sweet chili sauce, and there's some pineapple as well, and 2 little chocolate speckled eggs, and that did me for the night. And then I was just on my herbal teas again. And I probably sound like a broken record throughout this like little diary log of how my first week on intermittent fasting's gone, because I've not been editing it as I've been going along, so I've just been sort of speaking freely as and when something's coming to my head. I felt hungry, don't get me wrong, but I can't remember the last time I felt hungry whilst I was on Slimming World. I think I've just been eating at breakfast, dinner, tea, because they're the meal times, and then snacking in between because I can, and I've got 15 sins to play around with. For those who have no idea about Slimming World, that's kind of how it works. But if you follow it properly, you still intuitively eat, and I think that's what I've not been doing previously. This week I really have been listening to my body. Am I actually hungry? And then when I felt hungry, I know what hunger feels like, so I'm like, I'm not hungry enough for anything yet. It's really strange the way I'm explaining it now, but anyway, it's weigh day. I'm feeling really positive, the sun's shining. I think I'm going to have lost about 3 pounds or so. I'm not deluded. I know that this isn't me losing pounds of fat in a week. I know a lot of it's probably going to be water. It might only be 1 or 2 pounds, I don't know. I'm hoping for about 3 though. I feel a lot less bloated, and I'm generally just feeling really good. Let's go and get weighed, and then we'll do a little bit of a roundup at the end. But wish me luck. I hope I've lost 3.5. How can literally going doing a food shop and pop into a couple of other places make you look so scraggy? Like, I caught myself, the reflection of me in B&M, and my fringe had all separated like that, and I thought, like, why do I look so rough just from walking around the supermarket? Anyway, went to weigh in, went and did my food shop, saw the results of after 1 full week of intermittent fasting. Bearing in mind, I ate out 3 times over the course of the week. Once with my friend on Sunday, once on Thursday, and also yesterday. And I lost 2.5 pounds. And at first I was a little bit disheartened because I thought, like, I just feel so much better in myself. And my mum had done so well like the week before. On her first week, like, she lost like 5 pounds. She's lost 3 pounds this week. But I never ever lose weight quickly, and 2.5 pounds is still a very healthy, decent amount of weight to lose in a week. Oh, my niece is there. I'm having her overnight. Anyway, yeah. So that's the results from the week. And I'm actually feeling really good about it. I'm really positive, and I'm going to stick at it, I've decided. So I might even do like a monthly roundup of how a full month has gone. So end of April, I will come on and do a bit of a chat about intermittent fasting, because I'm going to stick at it now for the next few weeks. I mean, I will film that video if you want me to. Let me know in the comments if you fancy sort of seeing how I get along with this. I'm still going to be weighing in at Slimming World. I think me and my mum have both agreed that it's sort of good for us to still be like sort of held accountable for how the week's gone, rather than just weighing ourselves on our own scales. Stick with our normal routine, just do things a little bit differently the way that I have done this week. I'm finally getting somewhere. Like, 2.5 pounds in a week is a lot for me. I don't have big losses ever. If you fancy trying it out, I would just say do your own research about it as well, because I know I decided to trial this and sort of start it on a bit of a whim, and throughout the week I've been doing my own research, and it's started to kind of click why it works. Even though my weight loss isn't as much as I thought it was going to be, I'm still really proud of myself for gaining back a bit of control where food's concerned, and but in a healthy way, really. I'm still eating enough food, definitely. Yeah, I'm noticing other things, not just what is on the scales, which is important too, isn't it? Like, my energy levels have increased 100%, and my mum agrees that hers has as well. My sleep's better. I've actually got out of bed a bit easier this week as well, so I feel like my quality of sleep's improved, and so I'm waking up a little bit easier. Whether that's just because the weather's a little bit better as well, though, and it's just easier to get out of bed when it's a nice bright day, I don't know. The sluggish feeling has definitely gone away. But I hope you've sort of enjoyed seeing little snippets of how my first week of intermittent fasting has gone. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try it. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.